Hi, it's Chris from Buff Daddy-O. I wanted to go into a bit more detail about what I mean when I talk about high intensity interval training and why these short workouts are ideal for busy, tired guys like us who don't have a ton of time on our hands but still want to fit in those fat burning workouts and improve our fitness as best we can during the week. So stay tuned and I'll go into a bit more detail and actually show you me trying to do these for you. So basically, high intensity interval training means you train for intervals of high intensity and alternate that with intervals of lower intensity. So if we think about it, high intensity would be a sprint at about 90% of your effort, like an axe murderer is chasing you and you really have to run for your life. So you would do that for say 10-20 seconds. Then you alternate that with a period of lower intensity, 50% effort, say, like, okay, I think the axe murderer I think I've lost him. But I don't want to slow down to a walk because he still might be around the corner with his axe. So alternating between 90% effort and 50% effort for maybe about 40 seconds. So that would be a minute, for example. 20 seconds high intensity, 40 seconds low intensity. Now, if you think about it, you can use this style of training for practically any type of cardiovascular exercise you can think of. I'm going to show you in a second me using it for hill sprints, but you could also use it just for flat sprints where you sprint for 20 seconds, jog for 40 seconds. If you have access to cardiovascular equipment like a treadmill or a cross trainer or an exercise bike or something like that, again, 20 seconds full on effort, 40 seconds lower intensity effort, get your breath back. And what these HIIT workouts do for you is they give you a great workout. They rev up your metabolism and heart rate for hours after you've actually completed the workout, which leads to more calories burned. So that's a good fat burning workout, but also it's great for improving your lung capacity and giving your heart a great workout too, as well as improving your all-round fitness to try and give you that feeling of actually being fit or having a bit of a spring in your step, which a lot of guys like us, once we have families and other priorities, we tend to lose that. We feel sluggish and tired quite a lot. Today I'm just going to show you one of the workouts that I do. It'll take 10 minutes. I'm not going to show you the whole 10 minutes. That gets a bit boring because it's quite repetitive. Essentially, I have found a hill in my local park. All I'm going to do is jog down that hill and sprint up that hill for 10 minutes. I don't know how many sprints I'm going to be able to fit in. We'll see how it goes. So that's just to quickly show you what I do. Basically just do that for 10 minutes. Oof. Now one thing is, whenever you get to the point where your sprints are getting that little bit easier, you have a choice. You can keep on trying to sprint faster, or you can add in a bit of resistance. So one thing I'm going to show you that I use sometimes, this is the cutting edge of fitness equipment. This is a 15 kilogram implement that only the real top athletes use, but I have one for you today. So I'm going to show you how I make my sprints a little bit harder. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Maybe you haven't seen this bit of kit before. As I said, only the top athletes use it. This is an extra approximately 15 kilos that I'm going to use. It looks pretty cute. Maybe you have one of your own, but I'm going to use this just to make everything that little bit more difficult. As you get fitter, you obviously want to push it just to progress. So that's how I make things a little bit more difficult. So that was just a couple of examples of how to use HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training workouts, to give you a great fat burning workout and in such a short period of time that it's more realistic that you can fit it in whenever you suddenly have a 15-20 minute break in your day. That's much more realistic than you trying to find an hour to fit in a jog, and a lot more fun. So the hill sprints that I just showed you were a great example. You can make them a bit harder by trying to run faster on the sprints or using the resistance machine that I used for the second bit. So why don't you try a couple of those workouts and get in touch with me if you're not clear on anything, or let me know how your workouts go. So let's get our asses in shape, guys.